Ghosts and Ghouls podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and with me, I have the self-proclaimed Bigfoot in the streets, but the skunk ape in the sheets. My co-host, Anthony. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you get that name?
We don't like to disclose information on that level.
If you're new here, this is how this works. I'm going to read Anthony here a fictional horror story that I've come up with about a ghost, goblin, ghoul, extraterrestrial, paranormal entity, haunting, cryptid, monster, undead something, where I've removed all the names of the creature and replaced it with descriptions. And then Anthony here gets to guess what it might be that we're talking about this week. Then we'll go over its history, its use in pop culture, if any, a little choose your own adventure scenario if you had to face this thing, and finally our monster movie maker moment where us two thick-skulled knuckleheads put our brains together, put our heads together, not really a whole lot of brain in there, and we try to come up with a great movie idea, or two, or five. And yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just going to go ahead and take this quick second to say, go ahead, leave a like, go ahead, subscribe, turn that bell on for any notification to stay updated for when we post, as well as go ahead and follow us on our TikTok, Instagram, and as well as support us by going to the link in the description below to our Patreon for $1 only, and you can get these podcasts for a day early, unedited, and with all our arguments, all our mess ups, and maybe some things that shouldn't be said on YouTube and or any other platform. So yeah, and if you just want to download the audio, we do have a link in the description to our Beansprout. That will
Buzzsprout.
Same thing. You know, you can go ahead and get the audio there or wherever you listen to your podcasts. So we're up on everything, or we at least try to be. And yeah, that's
I think we are on. I think I've signed us up for every
mainstream,
every podcasting website that Buzzsprout supports.
Okay, yeah,
I think we're on all of them.
Hey, so yeah, we're pretty much there. That's about it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, to kick things off, Anthony here gets 3 yes or no questions to kind of narrow down what we might be talking about this week, and then a little shot in the dark guess to figure it out. He's not got one yet, but he's getting close. So, season 0. So the first, 16, 18 episodes?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the ones, if you go back and look, it's the ones with all the red. Those were, I was just throwing darts at the globe. I was just picking anything that was fun. For season 1, our official season 1, we're focusing on North America. So we've done a lot of states, a lot of in the states.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't like how you said that, because that makes me think we're not in the states anymore.
A lot in the states. But we could cover any of the, what do we
Central America.
What was it, 23 Caribbean countries in North America?
23 countries in North America, so it could be Central America, all the Central Americas, all of the Caribbean.
We're getting better at geography.
I've always been good at geography. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and say that this thing is below the South Equator.
That would make it in South America.
No.
Pretty sure.
No. It cuts right there where Mexico is.
Nah, bro. It's actually the
Okay, so hold on.
It's below. We're so good at geography.
So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say we're gonna go ahead and just do our normal one. Is this Native American origin? No. Okay. Okay. Is its name dictates what it is or what it does? AKA like rolling head. Oh yeah, it's just a rolling head.
Nope.
Its heads roll. Or no.
Nope.
Okay. Or like stone finger woman or whatever.
Spear finger?
Spear finger. It's still stone finger. Go watch that episode. Same thing. Okay, so no. Oh Lord. I have a third one.
Yeah,
Is this a spirit?
Yes.
I don't like that. I actually don't like that. There's not too many spirits that I actually know.
I mean, there's always the possibility. I mean, just like last week's episode, we talked about the Green Hill Monster, which was, I mean, in essence, Bigfoot. But we've also covered things like Amityville.
Yeah, I know. Then you know what? No, we already did that. That's the Bell Witch, right?
Which one?
But we've done the Bell Witch.
Yeah, we did the Bell Witch in season 0.
Is that? Oh, we did season 0, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one where Thomas Bell on his death certificate it's the only one that.
No, that was early season 1. Early season 1. 100%. I think that was like episode 2 or 3.
Look it up.
Fact check me.
Again? I'm pretty sure it was the Witch on Red River Road episode.
Is this a type of spirit? You know what? I'm just gonna throw out something. I'm just gonna throw it like a haunting. I'm gonna say like the Queen Mary.
That would be a cool one. I've read about that, but no, it's not that.
That's all I got.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
You ready?
Sure.
Okay. You ready for this story?
No.
This story is called When the Badlands Cry. They picked the Badlands because no one else would. No crowds, no noise, just miles of jagged ridges and dry, broken earth that looked like it had been clawed apart. Ethan said it would be peaceful. Caleb said it would be quiet. By the time the sun dropped behind the stone spires, neither word felt right. The land didn't feel empty, it felt hollow, like something had been taken out of it, or was waiting to be put back. They made their camp near a narrow ridge, the kind that dropped off sharply into a maze of gullies below. Their fire crackled softly, and the only warm thing in a place that cooled too fast once night took over. You ever notice, Caleb said, poking at the fire, how this place doesn't echo right? Ethan looked up. What do you mean? I mean, Caleb snapped his fingers. The sound seemed to vanish instead of bounce. It just dies, like the air eats it. Ethan shrugged. Less echo, more sleep. I'm not complaining. Caleb forced a grin, but his eyes drifted to the dark beyond the firelight. And that's when they heard it. At first, it sounded like wind dragging across the rocks. Then it stretched, rose higher, sharpened into something thin and cutting. Ethan sat up straighter. Did you hear that? Caleb didn't answer. The sound climbed into a full scream. Not loud in the way thunder is loud, but piercing, focused. It slipped past their ears and settled somewhere deeper, like it knew exactly where to hurt. Ethan stood. Okay, that's not normal. And the scream cut off. Silence rushed in so suddenly it made Caleb's ears ring. Hello? The voice came from somewhere out in the dark, weak and trembling. Ethan grabbed his flashlight. Someone's out there. Caleb shook his head immediately. No way. Out here at night? Please, I can't see. The words drifted closer. Ethan hesitated, but only for a second. We can't just ignore that, he said. Caleb stood quickly. We absolutely can. That doesn't make any sense. Ethan clicked on the flashlight anyway. Then we check from a distance, that's it. Caleb swore under his breath, but followed, staying close as they moved away from the fire. The beam of light cut across uneven ground, catching jagged shadows that looked like they were shifting when you weren't looking directly at them. The further they walked, the more the air seemed to thin, like the silence was pressing in. Over here! The voice wasn't echoing, it was ahead. It was close. They reached the edge of a narrow cliff, one they hadn't noticed in the dark. The land dropped steeply into a winding gully below. Ethan slowed. Careful! Caleb grabbed his arm. We should go back. Ethan didn't answer. He was staring. Caleb followed his gaze. Across the gap on the opposite ridge stood a figure, tall and unmoving. Its outline was thin, stretched. Long strands of hair hung around its face, drifting slightly, even though the air was still. Hey! Ethan called her. Are you okay? The figure didn't move, and then it tilted its head, just a little. You came. The voice didn't match the distance. It sounded close, like it was right next to them. Caleb's grip tightened. Ethan, something's not right. The flashlight began to flicker. For a split second, the beam brightened, and Caleb saw its face. Pale, hollow, mouth hanging open far too wide. Ethan, back up, Caleb said, his voice rising. Now! But Ethan leaned forward slightly, trying to get a better look. Hold on! The scream hit. It erupted out of the figure like a tearing sound, sharp and endless. Ripping across the canyon, the air seemed to vibrate with it, the ground humming faintly under their feet. Caleb dropped instantly, hands over his ears. Get back! Ethan staggered, the sound hitting him full force. I can't! The scream grew higher, sharper, like it was climbing inside of his head. Ethan clutched his ear, stepping backwards, but the edge was right behind him. Ethan! Caleb shouted, scrambling up. Ethan tried to steady himself, boots slipping on the loose gravel. The scream shifted, layer voices began bleeding into it, crying, laughing, whispering all at once. Ethan lost his footing. For 1 second he hung there, arms flailing, eyes wide with sudden, clear terror. Then the ground gave way beneath him. Caleb lunged forward, grabbing at empty air. Ethan fell. His screams cut through the His scream cut through the banshees, raw and human, dropping fast into the darkness below. Then a distant, sickening impact. Silence. It stopped screaming. Caleb froze at the edge, chest heaving, staring down into the black gully where his friend had vanished. Ethan, he whispered. No answer. Slowly, Caleb turned. The opposite ridge was empty. The figure was gone. The night pressed around in on him, thick and suffocating. Then softly, somewhere behind him, you left him. Caleb didn't look back. He ran. They found him hours later, stumbling along the dirt road, covered in dust and shaking so badly he could barely stand. Rescue teams searched the gully at first light, and they found Ethan's body at the bottom of the drop, broken from the fall. But that wasn't what the ranger couldn't explain. It was Ethan's face. His mouth was open, stretched wider than it should have been, as if in his final moment, he had been screaming something far louder than the fall.
You know, I'm not even going to play around. I'm just going to go right out and say whether it's right or wrong. I'm just going to say, like, Badlands Banshee.
That is correct.
Bow!
I missed God, that irritates me.
The mess ups for the win.
Yep. So do you know where the Badlands Banshee is from?
I'm going to go ahead and say, I want to say somewhere in like, Nevada.
Oh, you're getting close.
Somewhere around there.
You're getting close. So the Badlands Banshee is a South Dakota ghost legend. Often associated with Watchdog Butte in Badlands National Park. We can go there. Described as a spectral woman in white or gray, she lures travelers with silent gestures before unleashing a terrifying scream, symbolizing a death warning. The tale blends the Irish folklore with Western frontier, sometimes featuring a companion skeleton. So, witnesses include travelers and cowboys report a shrill, wailing scream that echoes through the canyons, different from wildlife sounds. She's seen waving her arms, gesturing to people, or combing her hair. Her appearance is described can be described as a ghostly blue light, with some accounts saying her eyes become black voids when she screams. Similar to the Irish lore, the Badlands Banshees is believed to appear to warn people of impending death. First recorded in the late 19th century, she is sometimes said to be a woman who died in the Badlands, often rumored to have been pushed off the butte. And the legend is deeply tied to the eerie, eroded landscape of South Dakota. Watchdog Butte, specifically, she is often said to haunt the area around this geological formation. Some other phenomenon sightings are often accompanied by reports of strange lights, cold spots, and unnatural silences in the area.
Yeah, so real quick, back to the, we can go there. No. What?
I want to show you.
We're not going to the Badlands.
What this place looks like, though.
It's probably beautiful.
It's crazy looking.
That is crazy looking. And yeah, I can definitely see a banshee being there.
Like,
we're not going.
Like, yeah, you got pushed off of one of those, and like, there's a skeleton somewhere at the bottom at one of those, off of one of those places that we need to go find.
You know what would be
and put to rest.
Would be insane. Oh, dude, you look down, like you hear Never mind.
Movie moment?
I'm saving that for the movie moment because goodness sakes, that is amazing.
My man. We're gonna dive into the 1896 catalog ghost story from 1896 by Charles M. Skinner that inhabited this extensive range of land that is bound to send a chill down your spine, the Banshee of the Badlands. So this is his ghost story. The South Dakota Badlands are often likened to a desolate hell without fire. This forsaken expanse is characterized by its rugged terrain, complete with imposing cliffs that plunge abruptly into deep canyons. Perplexing wisps of smoke emit from beneath the Earth's surface, with some attributing it to smoldering coal deposits, while others speculate that it emerges from the very depths of hell itself. It's a haunting and otherworldly landscape, seemingly incompatible with the earthly domain. Yet it serves as a habitat for numerous creatures. Bisons roam the plain, and bighorn sheep lay claim to the steep mountain slopes. Come nightfall, the eerie howls of coyotes pierce the otherwise tranquil darkness. However, coyotes aren't the sole disruptors of the illusion of a peaceful night at the Badlands. Within its depths resides another creature whose wails are more similar to anguished screams. These haunting cries are so chilling that even the most hardened cowboy of the Badlands can feel their blood run cold. Amidst the blackness of night, a shimmering figure materializes near the place known as Watchdog. Legends diverge on the origins of the specter. Some believe it to be the restless spirit of a woman brutally murdered by indigenous people, while others claim it to be a native woman who fell victim to ruthless settlers. Regardless of the story, the Banshee wanders the desolate lands, luring travelers with shadowy gestures. When approached and questioned about her intentions, she remains silent and serene until the moment she is asked, at which point she unleashes a blood-curdling scream. The tale tells of her frequent companionship with a particular entity, a skeletal figure that walks in tandem with the Banshee, ceasingly seeking music. If the skeleton stumbles upon music, it retrieves a fiddle and joins in, creating a haunting melody that captivates its audience throughout the night. With the break of dawn, bathed in the soft blue hues of morning, the music abruptly ceases, and those entranced by its enchantments are compelled to follow the skeleton musician in search of its elusive tunes. Often, this ghoulish journey leads to the mesmerized individuals into the treacherous canyons, sealing their fates. On one particularly gloomy night, the Badlands were veiled in heavy cloud cover, masking even the moon's glow. 3 cowboys huddled around a flickering campfire, sharing jokes and recounting stories, and whistling melodies until an ear-piercing sound shattered the silence, a shriek that drained color from their faces and congealed their blood. In the distance, they discerned the faint outline of Watchdog, and at its base stood a woman, her form translucent and bathed in an eerie blue glow. From a distance, she appeared hauntingly beautiful, but the cowboys' terror mounted as they heard her scream once more. Her arms shot skyward, her jaw unhinged, and her eyes transformed into dark voids. Meanwhile, behind them, something stirred. 2 of the cowboys turned to glimpse shadowy figures lurking beyond the campfire's reach, and for a moment, only the cracking of the fire echoed in the night, until a melancholic melody stemmed from the darkness, carried by the mournful sound of a fiddle. The woman had disappeared, leaving the 3 cowboys sitting in stunned silence as the fiddle's eerie tune intensified, growing more intensely with each passing moment. Exhausted, 2 of the cowboys had fallen asleep for the night. Waking up the next morning, they discovered that the 3rd cowboy had vanished. The sun had just risen, casting a gentle blue glow across the landscape, and the remaining pair embarked on a mission to follow their companions' boot prints in the sandy terrain of the Badlands. Their journey led them to the edge of a sheer cliff where the boot prints ended abruptly. One of the cowboys inched towards the edge, lying flat to peer over, anticipating a grim discovery at the cliff's base. To their astonishment, they witnessed not their comrade's lifeless body, but a skeletal figure laying beside a fiddle, wearing or fearing the banshee's eerie scream, they quickly left for the nearest town, haunted by the chilling possibility that another night in the Watchdog might once again subject them to the banshee's terrifying wails.
Nope.
They work in tandem. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
Skeleton with a fiddle and a dead woman.
Yeah, I'm good. We're never.
Yeah.
Well, I'm never going to the Badlands. So.
But it's like.
Yeah, they're named that for a reason.
I want to go.
Hey, I believe in you, dog.
Like
yeah,
a little.
We can FaceTime.
Look. I'm not trying to be this way. Like.
Yeah.
We hit a little Ghost and Ghouls blip. We go on a trip. We go. We
could have a Ghost and Ghouls Zoom meeting out there, but I know. I'm not hitting that.
But I'm just saying, there is a possibility.
Yeah.
That we go out there and we have a wonderful time.
Absolutely. I'm not discrediting
That's all
what you're saying. Yeah. But if we go out there, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't care if it's an actual woman screaming. I hear the scream, like I can't take any chances.
I can only put my JBL speaker next to you at full volume outside of your tent and just let like soundboard a banshee's wail and just watch you like flip your tent over trying to get out of it. Could you imagine? It would fuck me up.
I am
like
immediate soil.
You're soiling yourself?
Gone. It's no words, nothing. I'm just happens, and I'm just gonna say, carry on.
Yep. So funny enough, we're gonna move into the pop culture side of this thing. I cannot find any pop culture on this. Okay. I found.
Well, I'm sure if you just look up Banshee.
Banshee, yes.
Badland Banshee, no.
No. So the crazy thing is though, even the side of YouTube for this thing was not very dense. There's like one dude who was actually like out there. He was like, yeah, for like this dare, I'm gonna go do, I can't remember his name. But it was like a 4-minute video, and then it was like the AI slop generated shit. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, okay, there wasn't really like, there was a couple podcasts that talked about it, but there wasn't anything that like,
instances, like right in there.
Yeah, there was no yeah, like.
I understand. Like it's such a niche.
So
thing.
I'm gonna tell you, because if you remember the other day when we were talking at lunch, and I was like, yeah, I have an idea of what I wanted to do, right? But I have to. It's gonna take me months because of the pop culture to it. Right. So I'm just gonna tell you what it is. Because you're gonna forget by the time we get to that point.
I'm never gonna forget this.
You're gonna forget it.
Never gonna forget.
So I was looking at skinwalkers, right? Do you know how much stuff there is to skinwalkers?
A lot.
There's a whole show.
A lot.
There's a whole ranch show.
Brother, I have 2 friends like that I play on PlayStation Party Chat every time when we start talking about different creatures and I bring up, skinwalker. They're like, hey, don't talk about that. And I'm like, why? It's like, because where we're at, we believe in that. Like, we actually, because they're in the, like, Utah and everything, so they. So
we got friends out in Utah, and
they don't mess
that's a hop,
with,
skip, and a jump to the Badlands, bro.
They will talk about, like, all
Bigfoot,
the other stuff, but they were like, skinwalkers?
No.
Nope, because even reals, some of the Native Americans will say, like, you heard a noise out there? No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You something's calling for you? No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so, but that was like the thing. I was like, I'm going to do skinwalkers this week. And I started researching them and started going into it. And I was like, holy fuck, there's like years worth of stuff. And I was like, well, let me find something that has like a little less. And I stumbled across the Badland Banshee, and I'm like, okay, Badland Banshee, you have the Irish folklore roots. You know, it's moved west with the cowboys, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, oh man, there's got to be like at least a B movie about this thing.
Well,
nothing.
So when I was listening to the story, I was like immediately thinking, Banshee. But no, it's not going to be a Banshee because we've already done a Banshee. We've done, I think, something else. I forgot what it was, but it was it had banshee qualities. I don't think it was actually called a banshee.
Was it the oh my gosh.
It was in season 0.
Was it the whispers at noon? Was it the creature that killed you because you were working in the heat of the day?
No. This was something in...
I thought we did a banshee.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
I think we did banshees.
But we didn't do... No, I don't think we did, like... It wasn't called a banshee, but it had banshee qualities where it would scream. Mm-hmm. And it would kill you. It could kill you. It was somewhere in season 0, somewhere in season 1.
Go back and watch all of season 0 stuff and tell us where this one is at.
We don't know where it's at. So anyway, I was like, oh, but then you did that slip up, and I was like, oh, it is a banshee.
Yeah, it was. I should have Control F'd and filtered through for banshee, but I didn't.
So I immediately remembered. Yeah, the reason why I know we did one before, or at least some type, was because I remember talking about that a banshee, the first origin of the banshee, or allegedly the first origin, was a woman who sacrificed their kids for her lover or something like that, and then she wailed out for her kids, and the wail was like of a death. That's the fastest summary I could do. Probably incorrect, absolutely, but yes, it's something like that.
The death wail actually comes from the
Irish folklore,
from the tradition of having the what, I can't remember what they're called, but they were like the professional mourners at your funeral.
Yes, that's
and they
what
would
it was.
Scream.
That because you exactly said the same thing. Yeah. But anyway, this banshee. Oof.
Yeah, but this is kind of the crazy part of this one that really kind of got me, was you had obviously the Irish roots of the banshee, right? But whereas Irish banshees, like, they would mourn for you if you were getting ready to die or for like losing somebody or anything like this. Everybody kind of viewed it as an omen of death. This one's almost killing you.
And or leading you to
death.
Your death.
Yeah. Not like
it's warning you of your death.
Not like a banshee's like, ooh, like, oh, I'm warning you because you're getting ready to go through something catastrophic. This thing's like, ah, and like Skeleton Sam's coming up, jingling his bone at you.
Yeah.
And then throwing you off a cliff.
Yeah. That's... Oof.
Which is rough.
That's what it was. It was the creature that would come up to you, and if you like reject it, it would come up to you, hug you, and then tell you your death.
Oh, hugging Molly.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
She had banshee
she
qualities.
She did have some banshee qualities.
Because in the story, it was a banshee of a girl who went up to the mountain altar, and it was a scream, a wail, and then said that, okay.
You're right.
Found it.
Hugging Molly. Yeah.
Gosh,
she was a cool one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Badlands Banshee though, very interesting. I would love to hear that somebody has actually, like, not from 1900, not from like 1893, but like I want to hear, because like there was people that were on, like, I did some like Reddit looking, and there was people like, hey, who is like, and then they would like recount the story of the Badland Banshee, but nobody was ever like, hey, I've been out there camping and I heard a fucking scream and I shit my tent and I ran. But like at the same time, I could not imagine running in the Badlands. Like, it is a like rocky, mountainous, gullies, like ridges, like
that's an area that you have to either have a guide or you just know the area. Like, I don't think I could do that, like, just off rip, go in there by myself.
So going there off rip, no, I could go with a group.
Oh yeah.
Now the problem is, don't give me the motherfucking map because I will get us lost. It's only happened twice. All right, scenario time. You ready for this? We'll choose your own scenario, or choose your own adventure book. All right, so I'm kind of themed this off of the story.
Okay.
All right, you didn't believe the warnings at first. Stories about the voice in the dark, something that calls to you, something that sounds human but isn't. You came anyway, chasing solitude. You just wanted to go jack off in the fucking rocks by yourself.
Yeah.
Or maybe something deeper you don't want to name. Past loved one. Maybe you're trying to get over a girl. You know what? That's what it is. You met your cat girl from fucking Texas. She broke your heart, and now you go to the Badlands. Because it's something she always wanted to do, and you're gonna go do it to prove to her that you love her. Now you're here alone. Your campsite sits on a narrow stretch of ground between jagged ridges. The fire's dying and the wind has gone still, and then you hear it. A long, rising wail cuts through the night and starts faint. It starts faint and then sharpens into something unmistakable, a scream. Not just pain, not just fear, something wrong. It stops suddenly, silence presses in around you, then softly, hello? The voice sounds like a woman, weak and lost. Please, I can't see. Your pulse quickens. The sound is coming from somewhere beyond the ridge behind your camp. What would you like to do? You can A, stay in your camp, or stay by the fire and ignore it, call out and try to help it from a distance, grab a flashlight, and go investigate.
I would like to add an option of yelling out, bitch, I know you can see my light. You better come here. But anywho, there's no shot that you're going to sit there and be like, I can't see. I know you see this fire. I am clearly, I am spotlighting this flashlight I got. You know what I'm saying? I got this 28,000 lumen flashlight off of Amazon.
You're out there with the sun in your hand. Boom. Boom. And then it's actually a woman. And she's just out there in the dark and she just gets flashbanged by this thing and goes backwards.
Oh, God. I would turn it off, turn around and be like, yep, that's the Badlands.
That's the Badlands for you. It'd have to have like a noise sound effect to it. It like cooks her skin. She starts getting sunburned. She goes fucking backwards.
Okay, we gotta save this for the movie. Because now I've done a 180 of what I want.
The origin of the Badlands Banshee, a Scary Movie 7.
Okay, so what were the options?
All right, so you can stay by the fire and ignore it, call out and try to help it from a distance, grab a flashlight to go investigate.
Stay by the fire, ignore it.
My man. That's kind of what I figured you would do, so.
Fuck you.
All right, you don't move. Every instinct tells you something isn't right. You stare into the dying fire, forcing yourself to focus on the crackle of the embers instead of the voice. Why won't you help me? It sounds a little closer now. You squeeze your eyes shut, minutes pass, then footsteps, slow and dragging, circling your camp. You don't look. Okay, maybe they're done. Footsteps, slow and dragging, circling your camp. You don't look. You don't look. You can hear me. The whisper comes from right behind you. The fire suddenly gutters out. Darkness swallows everything. Your breathing is loud now, too loud. Then a scream detonates inches from your ear. Do you run blindly into the dark or stay still and cover your ears?
I'd start swinging, but no, I'd stay and cover my ears because there's no shot I'm running in the dark in a place that I do not know. You know what I'm saying? And I was just looking at fire, so my eyes are not adjusted to this place.
Okay. Yep. You clamp your hands over your ears and curl into yourself. The scream builds. You don't move. Don't react. Don't acknowledge it. Seconds stretch into eternity, then silence. Slowly, the air warms again. The fire flickers back to life. Morning comes. You leave without looking back. But sometimes, even now, you hear it faint and waiting, but you didn't answer. Hey, that's all it took, man. If you see the Badlands Banshee out there, just don't acknowledge that bitch.
Sometimes, the art of not moving is the best. Sun Tzu, probably.
I forgot about that. Fuck me, man. Sun Tzu, maybe. Dude, we had so many good ones of those. Oh my god, that shit was great.
So,
Right.
yeah, that's. I mean, there's no other options. I gotta ignore.
Look,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm also not trying to be this way. Like, you're out there in the fucking, like, in the thick of it, right? You're in like, those cliffs are no joke. Like, I could not imagine walking
Yeah.
at night, even with a flashlight.
Yeah.
And that you catch a damn rattlesnake to the fucking ankle, like fall off a damn cliff, step wrong and twist your ankle and go rolling, and then you're off a fucking cliff.
No, I'm
like
good.
I thought it was bad enough when we did the Three Ridges.
Yeah.
And like you went off to go to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn, like it's dark. I'm like, if I gotta go, I'm going straight across the fucking walkway, and I'm shitting on the other side of the walkway.
Like I mean, I was looking, and it wasn't that terrible, but it was like, yeah, it was dark. It was. I don't know.
I want to go back and do that trail again.
I would.
I want to go back and do it, but I want an extra day. I want 3 nights, 4 days to do it.
Because we pushed hard on that second day.
That second day we walked a lot. But we also got there late the first day because we had to go buy a sleeping bag for
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I remember. So yeah.
I still wanted to crawl in his tent when he got out to go pee. If I could have just like fucking it just got in that fucking single person tent in his sleeping bag, and when he got back in there, there's just a person in there. Just grab a hold of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That
That was actually really good camping. The second day had me towards the end. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to just like
Die.
Screw everybody. I was just like, dude. It was when we hit that, okay, everybody, we gotta go 1 foot at a time on this ledge while it's raining, and I'm like,
yeah. We did it though.
Oh, we did it.
And
no, absolutely.
And everybody survived.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I want to do Three Ridges again.
Yeah.
So.
All
right, you ready for Movie Maker Moment? Okay. Welcome to a Monster Movie Maker Moment, where we're going to talk about the Badlands Banshee, the bad bitch from the Badlands that'll wail your name and make your blood go places. Context.
So
you got a movie idea off the rip. You're so excited.
So I at first
you stopped 2 sentences for this movie.
No, the first one I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, because recently we had actually, literally, as of recording, last night we watched Good Boy.
Oh my God, go watch Good Boy. It was so good.
There was the scene of Todd.
Yep.
When he finally looks at the bed.
Oh, and he sees his fucking...
And I was just thinking, okay, what if we have it to where they've been hearing the Banshee call the entire time, right? Instead, they would fall asleep. The Banshee call would, like, wail, would fall asleep.
Kind of go like hypnotizes them, or like...
they would fall asleep, and in the dream, they would fall, kill themselves, blah, blah, blah. They would actually enact their deaths, right? And then they'd wake up, and then it's like, what... And then finally, I was thinking of Over the Cliff, when they finally, like, when you were talking about the cowboys going...
Hold on, I gotta add to this, because you could have the most gnarliest fucking, like, death scenes, right?
Yeah.
But, like, as, like they fall, right? And then it's like, as the ground meets them, they wake up. You know?
I just wanted just one dude.
Yeah.
Just one dude. And he's like, I gotta get away from city. Like, I gotta get away from the city life. I gotta go out here, just like,
I gotta
reset,
go do my thing.
Decompress, whatever. But now he's just going through like the most psychological torture he's ever gone through in his life, right? And he's just doing all this. And in that scene with the cowboys crawling to the edge and seeing the skeleton, I was thinking that he crawls over and he sees his body.
Oh,
he just sees his body all mangled up because he fell. or something, but like
oh,
he wakes
you're gonna
up.
give him like a Sixth Sense twist, like he's already been dead for a while.
Oh, mate, I could like
Yeah, like I see dead people, and it's like, yeah, like maybe he's reliving, or maybe he's going through all these motions of all these like horrific ways to die in the fucking woods, and he keeps waking up again and again and again, like kind of like a Groundhog Day, like the same day over and over and over again. But what it is his spirit not letting go that he has died. And then finally, like the banshee, like mourns him enough and like directs him to his body, and he's like, "No, you died." Like,
but like I think in this sense too, he doesn't know that the banshee's trying to do that.
Yeah,
but it's like
it freaks him out, so he keeps going away from it.
I would even say that even the banshee has like a veil like covering half her face, and then it's just like the
elongated mouth, yeah, the
so
broken jaw,
like creepy.
Yeah,
but yeah, absolutely.
You could even do it where it's like you see her like off in the distance, and as like he keeps waking up, it progressively gets closer and closer and closer to him. Like he keeps seeing it off in the distance, and he's like, "The hell is that?" And then like it screams, and he goes the opposite direction, and maybe he gets like bit by a snake and dies. Maybe he falls off a cliff and dies. Maybe he dies of dehydration because he left. Maybe dies of starvation after a certain point. You know, like
I want to go ahead and say this like towards the end. I want this scene of like these two people. He's across on the other side, right, and he's watching and he's seeing the banshee. Yeah, or like these two people walking, and it's actual normal hikers or whoever campers. Yeah. They're just on the side, and then he sees the banshee and he's yelling out to them like, "Hey, watch out, behind you, blah blah blah, behind you." And then they turn towards him, but like they're looking down, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And then it's like call someone, like we gotta help. It's like, and then he looks down and it's him. Yeah. And then the banshee stops wailing. Yeah. And it's like, oh,
acknowledges that it's him, and then he can move on. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a kind of a gnarly psychological movie. Kind of like Shutter Island. Like, is he a patient? Does he work there? Like, like you could really get into like the nitty gritty of him going through all these trials, and then like at the end he like comes out the other side of it like hardened, and like he gets lost, and he's I would even
say that he looks down and then he looks back up, and the banshee's like face to face.
Oh, like a gnarly jump scare at the fucking. And it just points down or puts a hand on his shoulder, and it's just like that comforting, like, hey, it's time to go. Yeah. And then that's the pass on.
Absolutely.
You could even
now.
Hold on, dude. You could tie it in. Okay. Guy goes like, I gotta get away. I gotta go do this. Like blah blah blah. Like whatever. Like it's the history of my family. Blah. But his girlfriend is trying to get up with him. Like, so she's like organizing search parties to go out and look for him because he went out there and got lost, and that's how he dies. Like he got lost, falls off a cliff. So like you have this kind of like you see him surviving through all this crazy shit, and she's looking for him. And at some point, like the two hikers is the girlfriend in a search, and they see him, and she just breaks down. Right, and then it's like, then you can kind of have like we thought he was gonna survive because he's like, you know, oh, like Jessica, and then she's like just like and like lets out like almost a banshee wail, and as she collapses, the banshee's behind her, and then like they're the guy radios in, hey, we found him, like we're gonna need a stretcher, we're gonna need a helicopter to get his body back. Yeah. And then he looks down, and that's when he sees himself like mangled, emaciated. And it's like, holy shit. And it's just like him reliving. Oh. It would be crazy if he was reliving like the last week of his life. Like, I gotta go out here, I gotta go do this, blah, blah, blah. And he's like having, like, you could have the flashback memories of them arguing about him going to do it. And she's like, no, it's dangerous. He's like, look, like I've done a lot of dangerous shit in my life. Like this isn't anything. Like I'm gonna go do this because it's on my bucket list. Blah blah blah.
I would even say like how it does happen, how he actually dies. Like in the beginning was he was drinking because he has a lot of problems, right?
Yeah.
He drinks and he's walking off just a little explorer, like stumbling. He does a little tumble.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks off of a little ledge, and then he gets up and he's like,
Ooh.
okay, like a couple bruises he sees, he fixes it up, he goes back to the camp. It's like, and then that's like, oh, that's where he died.
That's a good one. I like that one a lot.
Now, I won't lie. It was going to go that way, but then it switched up when we started talking about, like, if we did the 28,000 lumens.
Okay, hold on. Before I say this, right?
Okay.
Or before we get into this. I'm going to piggyback off of your movie idea because, like, that's fucking awesome. I love it.
Screw the other one. I don't care. This one's good.
No. We're going to talk about the 2,800 lumens or, 28,000 lumens, whatever the fuck it is. The one thing I would want to add that I thought of this in the Banshee thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that when they're going to see his body, right? You like camera panning on them, they're coming up the thing, right?
Right.
And she hears a wail. She hears the Banshee.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Banshee's alerting her and saying, hey, you're getting ready to go through, like, trauma. Like, here, you're getting ready to have a death in your family of somebody you care about.
Okay.
I'm mourning him. The guy with her cannot hear it.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So it's just vocalized and strictly to her, and that's it. And, like, that's how they end up, like, finding his body, is, like, she keeps hearing, like, ah.
You know what's crazy?
And then it, like, gets progressively louder as she gets closer.
Let's add this way as, like, the wail. Like, after, like, maybe the sixth time of, like, hearing this wail or something, he's like, it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Towards the end, when she finds him and wails like that, it's like, that's her wail.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I've been hearing this entire time.
It's been leading me around.
No, the dude.
Yeah.
Like, he hears her.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's like, the Banshee has been wailing as her voice.
Yeah. Trying to get him to come to this point to witness his, to see himself, and then to get her to come, and so they have the closure together that I'm gone.
Yeah.
God, psychological wise. Okay.
The 28,000 lumen one was literally just a scary movie.
Scary movie.
Dude, it was just like, oh my god. You hear it, and it's like, I can't see, and you just
I even thought about making that into like an Alien movie. Not like Alien, like the Alien movie, but like Paul the Alien, like Roger Alien. And it's like the aliens running around out there in the Badlands of South Dakota, like trying to like, I crashed my spaceship, I can't see, blah, 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 blah. And then there's just like a camper and it's like click and it's like, man, it just goes backwards off the cliff and he's like, what the fuck? But he just keeps killing random things with his fucking flashlight. Like he finds like a mountain lion and flashes it. It's like, and it's like,
or it's like, I can even see the scene of help, I can't see.
Yeah.
And then he's like this tiny like Amazon $20 lantern and he turns it on and then you just hear, bitch, I know you can't see with that either. And then he's like, this was on sale.
It would be funny if you did it where it was like boys camping trip, right?
Yeah.
But it's like you have, I want to say, you have like it's like 4 college friends. They're all like, they've kind of grown apart in adulthood, but they're like, oh, we're boys. We got to come back together. We got to do the thing, right? So you have like the uber prepared Ranger dad, and then you have like the still a frat boy. You have like the guy who like super into his job, and then you have like super into being like a lawyer or something, and then you have like the guy who was like so ready to go just like be a part of something again. So he like spent way too much money on Amazon, and that's how he's the one with the fucking flashlight. So you have like Ranger Dad who's out there like making the fire and doing all this kind of stuff, and they just keep like encountering like the craziest bullshit like throughout all this. And then like I don't know, maybe they do shrooms or something. And they're just out there tripping balls. And it's like, but they're just out there. Like, I want like a 15-minute scene with this fucking flashlight where they're like flashing random shit. It's like a mountain lion, an alien, Bigfoot, a woman. Like, and it's just like, just keep like setting them off.
I can even see that too, like with just a random like alien, right?
Yeah.
And just like flashes him, boom.
Yeah.
And then you go over, they see it's like mangled corpse. It's like, oh my gosh, we just killed something. And then the lawyer dude's like, actually, well according to law, actually, extraterrestrials don't account to human law, so I think we're good. So,
I love it. Extraterrestrial. He's illegal. Like, is it really?
And then, like, they hear the whale again, and then they just turn around and just flashes it.
Yeah.
And it's like an actual woman who needed help. She falls.
No, the whale is, they're all just passed out having this, like, the same dream. And it's just one of their girlfriends screaming at them, like, get the fuck up. And it's just like, ah, like foaming at the mouth. Just...
I can even see it's like, oh, they're screaming. He's like, I can't see where I'm going.
Yeah.
And then they just step on a
I want to take, oh my God, it was The Ritual. I think it was the name of the movie where the 4 guys go out.
Yeah.
I want to take that and just blend that with Scary Movie and spit it out the other side. Like, give me the Wayans brothers, right?
I think in this one, we gotta have, like, the Banshee actually trying to kill. This one would be, like...
Oh, like the Banshee's actually out there and they just keep, like, deflecting it from some way, somehow.
They keep getting the whales, and then it's the dude who was, like, over-prepared, has, like, earmuffs, like noise canceling.
He's got earplugs and then the earmuffs, and he's like, yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to sleep out here.
You just see the Banshee come up and just sock him instead.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if we got the guys that did The Hangover, like Zach Galifianakis, like those 4 guys in like Badlands Banshee comedy movie, like that shit would be great.
The Army Ranger dad or whatever.
Yep.
I can even see this like having like where the Banshee comes up and he like starts like just bah 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 bah, right, and then she's just like stumbles back and then just like gets ready and starts going starts shuffling, comes up closer, and then starts beating him down.
Oh my God. The other 3 are like, get the flashlight, get the flashlight. He's like, what? Ah!
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I think, if you took those 4 guys and did like hey, we're 4 college friends, we're getting back together. You have like obvious frat boy, like still wanting to be like young. You have super lawyered up, like married to his job, like guy that still lives at home, and then Ranger dad. It's like, got a kid, like I gotta make it home for my kid, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that to me, that would be just a gold comedy, like gold scary movie content.
I can even see it's like
they hear the whale and they're just clicking this flashlight on and it just keep blasting random things off the edge of the cliff.
I can even see it's like maybe like the veil gets blown off somehow. Like maybe like they were throwing rocks and it just gets knocked off. Right? And she's actually beautiful. And one of them is like, hold on, you think she's single? And it's like trying to like just
starting to like rizz her up.
But anywho, that's all I got from my imagination from this thing. That's all I got.
I'm trying to think of what. Oh my God! I just thought of. You might have to cut this one out. I just.
We'll go on this and then we'll just end it.
Look, go ahead. you gotta have a scene in this funny movie, right? Where the banshee comes up and it's the single dude, right? Like after they like, oh, like it's a woman. Do you think she's single? Like, is she okay?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And she like gets to the tent and like whispers into the tent and he opens the tent up and he's like, oh, and he's just like butt ass naked, right? And she like pulls her into the tent and they just go to Pound Town and she's just in there like, "Wah, wah, wah," just wailing away. And she comes out. You know how they did like the what's up, like the scare, like the ghost face, like mask change, and she comes out and she's just like smiling from ear to ear.
No,
and he's just in there like fucking blue, like.
No, I would say like during the half of it, it switches over to him wailing.
Yeah, there you go. But it needs to be like the Austin Powers, like going back to the fucking flashlight. They've clicked the flashlight on, and you see him just like it riding him, like the banshee riding him, and then they click it off. They're like, "What the fuck?" And they click it back on, and then he's on all fours getting pegged.
They go.
They just keep clicking it on and off, and they just keep changing positions.
And I would even say like after it's done, they're gonna go in there, and it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, well, get it.
Like, are you okay? It was a spooky ghost, and he's just covered in cum.
It's like, oh my gosh,
can I sleep with you? And it's just like, no.
It's like, oh my gosh, you're covered in cum. It's like, it's ectoplasm.
It was a spooky ghost. He's just fucking drained. It's like a shriveled up raisin. They give him some water, he comes back. Dude, could you imagine like them blasting this like crazy lumen flashlight through the side of the tent, and they just see the silhouettes of these two things just going at it. And they're like, what the fuck is happening? Just like they click it off, they turn it back on, and he's just like legs up in the air, and she's just and then they turn it back off, they turn it back on, and he's hitting it doggy style, kick back on, back off, back off, back on. Just like pull out just like a giant fucking dildo. I'm telling you, man, it'd be fucking gold.
All right.
Peak comedy.
Thank you guys.
Isn't that right, Strider?
Watching and or listening to the Ghosts and Ghouls podcast and or watching just the Ghosts and Ghouls movie maker moment. Please go ahead, leave a like, go ahead, subscribe, hit that bell for any notifications, as well as follow us on our TikTok, Instagram, and as well as support us. We have a link in the description to our Patreon, $1 only, to get the uncut, unedited version a day early. And yeah, with all our arguments, mess ups, technical difficulties, blah 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 blah. And yeah, go ahead. We also have a link in the description to our Buzzsprout, so you can get the audio of just the audio, and or wherever you listen to your podcast, we're up there as well. So yeah, and if you are watching from the Monster Movie Maker moment, go ahead, watch the full podcast, because this thing is Badlands Banshee has a little bit to it. So that's pretty much it.
I want that guy after he's done fucking the banshee and he'd be like, that pussy had such grip to it. Like, it just
Ghosts and Ghouls.
it gripped like a retard trying to hug a fucking cat. Just